So why we're here. This is to provide a very basic understanding of when and how and why to apply human factors. We're not going to get down into the major details. This is to provide a very high-level overview, because what we're seeing in the market, and I think some of you who were at the Buzz session earlier alluded to some of this, it's becoming ever more critical to device development. It's expected by the FDA. It has been proven to reduce time and cost in that people who haven't done it are seeing themselves be delayed to market. However, what we also are seeing is it's still relatively underutilized. It's misapplied. So human factors is a very broad term. It's kind of like Xerox. Human factors to some people apply to anybody that touches the user. And that, as you'll see later, is not necessarily the correct definition. It's often unplanned, and I can tell you that that's in the last 3 or 4 years, we have seen more unplanned human factor studies to the dismay of the people who have to plan them, because it's not in their budgets. And it's not a major issue with the budget, but it's unplanned anyway, and it's from scope, time, and cost. It's an unplanned activity. And then it's also often confused with market research. So they're two very important activities, but they're very different in what you do with them. We'll get into some of that detail. And I think most importantly, and we were having a conversation here earlier about what is it going to take, we think, to get to the market to pay attention. And we can spend as many hours as we want in a short course, but I think until people actually have something stopped by the FDA because they haven't done human factors, and we have seen it, and we see it a lot more, that you have a drug that's ready to go on the market, and because you haven't done a 15-person study, validation study with human factors, they don't let you get on the market, and that's a substantial hit. And I think is raising a lot of eyebrows in this market because people are starting to recognize that this is something that's absolutely critical.